Stick around to see how we made this beautiful sculpture. First, we started by removing the stump that was damaged in a storm. Once the log has had some dry time, it was time to start chipping away. Here, I am flattening a piece that we will use to create the old historical bricks that will later be attached to the base. The Cochrane Historical Museum was nice enough to lend us an old brick, so we were able to replicate the original bricks. I then proceeded to rough up the post and milk can. We were attempting to replicate the old milk can, so it was crucial to take my time and make the shape and proportion just right. Before I continued to shape the jerry can, I needed to make the lid. Once the lid was created, I could then continue to shape the jerry can. Using a laser level helps to maintain straight and level lines. Next, it was time to repair the damaged base. I carefully cut out the damaged area and fit in a new piece of material. This was a tedious task, but after gluing the new piece in place, the repair turned out amazing. After some more sanding on the jerry can, I moved back to the bricks and start on the concave detail on the top of each piece. I was able to achieve this detail by routering out a small section in the top center of each brick and chamfering the edges to replicate the original historic brick contour. After strategically stacking and assembling the bricks, I will need to ensure the base is perfectly planed and sanded so that the pile of bricks will sit true and flat once fastened in place. Once I was happy with the fitment, I was able to hide some fasteners to attach the bricks to the base. After a quick cleanup, I got some sanding done before I picked up the saw and got working on shaping the great horn now featured on the top of the post. Off camera, I have numerous reference photos set up. I start by sketching out different stages of detail. I then cut away material using these sketches as guidelines. I will follow up by studying my references and re-sketching out the old details once the marks are no longer useful. I will repeat this step many times until I am satisfied with the overall shape and proportions. After the rough-out stage is complete, I move into the finer details, such as the wing shape and laying out the feather details. This is a crucial step and very important not to rush through this process. Once I am happy with how the wings and feather details are coming, I can then move on to shaping the feet and claws. We wanted to keep the great horned owl pose as natural as possible, so we designed the sculpture to have the owl's feet slightly overhanging the edge of the post. This was a time-consuming little detail to have the claws curled over the edge grasping to the post. We believe it's these small details that really make a sculpture come to life. Continuing with detailing, I move on to the eye and beak features before moving on to the final sanding of the jerry can post bricks and base. For the bricks, we attempted to replicate the aged condition. Tiny chipped off corners, factory imperfections, etc. For the post, I added a weathered texture while maintaining a smooth finish. It is important to ensure all surfaces are sanded and finished equally, so painting and sealing goes accordingly. I will often find little details that need slight adjustments here and there. I find it helps to assemble all the pieces to get a better look at the overall vision. I then go back to make these little adjustments. I believe every little detail matters. Our design included a couple of historical tools featured on the front of the base by the bricks. I wanted to have the vintage chisel propped up as if it were just placed there. For this idea, I had to make some custom mounting tabs. Out comes the metal and welder. I was able to make some custom brackets to not only secure the tools to the base, but also together as well. Doing this adds some security from these small features walking away with someone or falling off. With end of this project coming, I go over the last of the detailing before moving on to staining. A high-quality stain is crucial, as it protects the sculpture and material from UV and weather exposure. After stain is cured, final paint detail is added and sealed. And just like that, this sculpture is complete and ready for the community to enjoy. Thanks for watching.